You won't believe how my gambling free tower defense game got popular. Hey everyone! You won't believe how popular my Skibbity defense game has become. It has so many active users, daily players, favorites, and likes. It's crazy. About a month ago, I had an idea. What if I made a Skibbity tower defense game that was completely free to play and didn't include any sort of gambling mechanics, like other tower defense games like Toilet Tower Defense and Toilet Legacy Defense, which have faced backlash for their gambling elements? I wanted my game to be different. The idea and start of development, I didn't waste any time. I asked my Discord community, should we make a Skibbity Toilet Tower Defense game in just one day? 55 people voted yes. That was all the motivation I needed to start making the game. Now, if you followed me for a while, you know that in the past, I made another game where I had to hire developers because I didn't know how to code. That game made around 1,087,000 Robux. That game don't have any gambling stuffs as well. And the million Robux that I made was in a year. But since my new game doesn't include gambling as well, I barely make any profit. Day one, I planned out everything, how many units should be in the game, how much I would need to spend, and other details. My estimated budget for the entire game was 300,000 Robux since it's a tower defense game. I thought, what could possibly go wrong? Spoiler, a lot. Day two, I gathered all my developers and told them to start working. They followed my instructions. And in just a few days, by day 5, they had already completed the wave system and core mechanics of the game. The challenges along the way. One of the biggest delays came from the clothing designer. Yunfanglock, she took an entire month to finish 30 clothing items, but to be fair, the quality was really high. Day 6, I spent the day testing the game with my devs. Day 7, I hired a map builder to create the game's maps. Most of the day was spent waiting and reporting bugs. Skipping ahead. By day 15, I hired a 3D modeler to create the game units. Again, it was mostly waiting and testing. By day 18, the map builder finished the lobby and all for maps on the same day. I also hired a UI designer to create the user interface, and by day 20, he nailed it. By day 22, the devs had completed the entire system with no bugs left. The modeler and clothing designer reported that they were about 70% done. Day 23, we had a power outage, so I couldn't do anything the entire day. When the electricity came back, I just chatted with my online friends and completely forgot about the game. A devastating mistake. Day 24, I received the worst news ever. My previous game, Toilet Keeper, had finally died. The active player count dropped to 0. I wasn't upset though, because it was kind of my fault. Here's what happened. I told the devs to implement an anti-cheat system that would display a fake warning message to hackers saying, greater than, hey, you have been banned for hacking. Your Roblox account will be deleted in a week, and all your Robux will be taken away as punishment. Of course, this was just to scare them, but right before publishing a major update, I accidentally deleted the unique data from the data story. The result, all 100 players got stuck on the fake ban screen, and after that, the player count never recovered. The final stretch. By day 25, everything was almost complete: maps, UI, and scripts. The only things left were clothing and models. By day 28, both were finally finished. I paid the designers and the devs started implementing them into the game. However, I only had 2 days left before launch, and things were still missing: the game icon, badges, and unique renders. But somehow, Elegant_Dev managed to complete all the GFX assets in just 1 day. With super high quality, I had no idea how he did it, but I paid him a lot of Robux for his work. The game launch and viral growth. Day 30, the game was finally uploaded with a proper title and description. But on launch day, it had 0 players. Since it was already day M, I went to sleep. The next morning, I checked again, still 0 players. So I asked my friend Digitus Epixels to make a YouTube video about it, and I also ran a 70,000 Robux ad campaign. Then, I just waited around, kicking rocks, bored out of my mind. But right before I went to sleep, the game suddenly started gaining players super fast. I wasn't even able to record the moment because it happened so quickly. Within a single day, the game hit 100,000 visits, and people loved it. My Discord DMs were flooded with messages thanking me for making the game. Since then, the game has maintained 100 daily active players, 10,000 daily users, a 97% plus game rating, 60,000 favorites. Even though the game is doing well, the Robux earnings aren't great. Each update costs me around 10,000 to 30,000 Robux. But the game only makes 10,000 to 20,000 Robux per week. I can't give an exact number for security reasons, but let's just say I'm losing more Robux than I'm earning. However, despite the losses, I'm happy because players are enjoying the game. Plus, this game has introduced me to so many new online friends. I don't have many friends in real life, but thanks to this game, I now have a thriving Discord server with 1,500 users. Even if I don't make a profit, at least I'm not forcing people to spend money through gambling mechanics. The reason my game became popular so quickly is simple: there's no gambling. Most players these days are tired of gambling mechanics, so when they saw my game, they joined immediately. Of course, these players don't spend much Robux in the game either, but I'm okay with that. The entire game costs around 700,000 to 800,000 Robux to make. I'm not quite sure of the exact amount since I didn't count the spending that precisely. A huge thank you to all the testers, the hard-working devs, and my friends for supporting me. The game now has 40 plus unique units, and I couldn't have done it without them. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel because I have more awesome content coming soon. Also, check out the game, the link is in the description. And that's how Roblox Gamble Free Toilet Tower Empire Defense was made. Boom! Boom! Boom!